All right, guys, welcome back. So today we are just going to isolate this part of the equation, which is called slope. Its nickname is m. It also goes by, it can also go by k, okay? But most often it goes by m. And it fits in two equations that we've talked about. One is y equals mx plus or minus b. And the other one is y equals kx. Okay? This guy right there, the multiplier, the coefficient, this guy right there, that's what we're calculating today. So your job is just to be able to match the number that you calculate into the equation, graph, or table. The specific lesson today is if I give you 2 points, which is all you need to be able to draw a straight line, if I give you 2 points, then you're going to be able to tell me what this number is. Here's how you do it. Just in case you're wondering, this formula right here, put a box around this formula. This is on your formula chart. And it is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This lesson you'll be talking about with your kids. And you could probably ask your parents about it because y2 minus y1 over x minus x1 is something that everybody learns all throughout the world. So here's how you do it. We have 2 points. The first set of points we're going to label x and y because -4 is our x part and 2 is our y component of that address. Go to the next two and we're going to label this x and y. The first set of points, let me zoom in just a little bit. The first set of points we're going to call our x1 and y1. Our second set of points, guess what we're going to call it? x2 and y2. Look what we need for our formula. y2 and y1, x2. We got all those parts. We've labeled them properly. So let's go ahead and write. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And write an equal sign. When you're doing this, what I'm looking for is I want you to draw your fraction first and put in your subtract signs before you do anything else. And I'm going to show you why. And let's start with the very first part of this equation. We need y2. Which one of these 4 numbers is y2? 6. Put 6 right where the y2 goes and cross it out. The next number we need is y1. Which one of these 3 remaining numbers is y1?
2.
Bam. Put it right there. Cross it out. Let's go to our denominator. Which one of these 2 remaining numbers is x2? Nope, it is 5. x2 is right here. It's 5. Cross it out, bring it down here, and now we know the only other number we have is -4. Now, we've already put on our subtract sign, so we just write in -4, and it winds up being subtract -4. That's what you should see. That's what you should write. Is if and only if you have your, you put in your fraction and your subtract sign first. Take your calculators out. All right, here's my calculator. Now, remember, we're just going to put in our fraction. We've already practiced this in an assignment, in a warm-up. So we're going to get our fraction framework by hitting the green button and the little Greek letters. We want that green fraction framework to come up right there. You can see it on my calculator now. And we're going to type in our numerator, 6 minus 2. It is important that you know the difference between your minus sign and your negative sign. Your negative's here, your minus is here. Let's go to our denominator, page down. 5 minus a -4. Hit enter, and you can see that I've got a fraction form of my answer. The slope, in this case, is 4 over 9. Okay? Well, sometimes you're going to have that as a decimal. So remember, you're going to hit math 2, don't move, on this calculator to get your decimal. Okay? If we rounded to the nearest hundredths, would that 4 be big enough to change the 4 before it? No, so it's just going to be 0.44 or 4/9. It's the exact same number in 2 different languages in 2 different forms. 4 over 9 equals 0.44. Let's look at number 2. I'm going to go a little quicker. We got 2 points. Let's label it xy and xy. Label your first points 1s and your second points 2s and write the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is going to give us our slope nicknamed m. To solve it, you're going to put your fraction in first and your subtract signs before you do anything else, before you go start putting numbers in here. Which one of these four numbers have we labeled y2? 3. Cross it out, put it here. Which one of these numbers is y1? Right. We've already got our subtract sign in, so just write -5, cross it out. x2 then is 7. Cross it out. And my only last number is x1, which is 5. Let's go to the calculator. Get your fraction framework in there. And let's start putting in our numbers. 3 minus -5, page down, over 7 minus 5. Go to the right. Okay, my slope is +4. All right, so that's all we have to do. We just have to find this number that's going to fit right here in our equation when we start solving these and matching these together. Okay, we have to know what that number is. A +4 means the line is going to go up. If this was a -4, that means the line would be going down when we start matching it up. Okay, this is, you can go ahead and turn it over. To that point, I want you to look at section, let's label this section 2 at the top, and on the back, the final part, let's label this section 3. Okay? To our original point right here, here's our equation, y equals mx plus or minus b. I just want you to tell me which number, you only have two numbers in this equation, which one is the slope? Yeah, it's the one that was with the x. So slope equals -5. It's a negative slope. That means the line's going to be going down from left to right. All I want you to do in section 3 is tell me which number is the slope. Go ahead and turn it back over. Get to number 3. Let's label them x1, y1, x2, y2, and go from there. Raise your hand if you have any questions and let us help you. Good job.